This Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. With Marion Amanambu. Fabuloso. True stories. Great advice. Interesting. Educated. Let's talk on Pillow Talk.
Hola from Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. My name is Marion Amanambu, aka Fab of Nigerian Celebrity Network. Welcome to another edition of Pillow Talk. Today's Pillow Talk, I want to talk directly to people who want to visit Africa. Specifically, I'm talking about Nigeria now because I haven't been in other parts of Africa, but I can talk from a Nigerian perspective. So if you live abroad and you've never visited Nigeria, I just want to give you a little, piece of what to expect when you're going. Some of you out there, been abroad for a long time. I know of people that have been in the US for over 10 years, never been to Nigeria back to visit their family. And every time they think about going back, they have no clue what to expect at all. Well, I can tell you it's a lot of excitement when you're thinking about going to Nigeria for a vacation, like to go visit your family and friends. I had a conversation with someone this morning, and the conversation was, can you really call a trip back home to Nigeria a vacation? Can you qualify visiting your family and friends, even though you might be there for like 3 weeks or a month, as vacation? And to me, I said no. This is what I call a vacation right here. This is it right here. Okay? Can you see? This is what I call a vacation, which is taking time off, leaving work behind, leaving family behind, leaving friends behind, leaving everything that is stressful behind, and just going to somewhere that I have nobody. One island somewhere, a resort somewhere, and just winding down for a week or 2 weeks if I can afford it. This to me is a vacation, all right? Because here I'm tuned off from everything that is stressful on a day-to-day basis back home, with your day job and with the hustle and bustle of life in general. In America, we all know it's stressful. Work, bills keep piling up, and you just chasing your tail around trying to catch up on your bills. So when you leave that whole stressful life and you come to a place as such as this, you actually get time to rest and you get yourself back on track for you to have the strength to go back to your normal hustle and bustle day life and be able to keep going, give it your all. Now, my friend was talking about, going back to Africa is a vacation because we have, resorts, like we have places like this, the beach and blah, 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 blah. And I said, I've been to Nigeria a few times on vacation, or what I thought was a vacation. But the truth of the matter is you're going back to your friends and your family. And aside from the fact that I'm going to eat a lot of Nigerian food that I haven't had in a long time, I get to eat suya, I get to eat begiria, the wedu, I get to eat banga soup, all these things that are not readily available to me in the US. I look forward to the eating part of it. I also look forward to seeing my friends again, hanging out and having a blast. I look forward to going and exploring the nightlife, even though it's not too, I don't think it's that safe. in Nigeria, the nightlife, because of the whole armed robber, kidnappers scenario going on and people getting picked up left and right. So might not necessarily be safe, but I look forward to the nightlife. I look forward to meeting a lot of people that I've been talking to that I haven't had the opportunity to meet, and spending quality time with my family that I haven't seen in a while, and just relaxing. But I have to contend with no lights back in Nigeria, and lights being rationed. When you're getting ready to go to bed, there's no light. Some people, no light for 3 days, 4 days. You use generator, and you're paying money to put gas. And there was one time I went to Nigeria, and it was during the time of fuel scarcity, and I was paying like up to 5,000 naira to fill a container of gas, just so that I can have them run the generator. So what to expect when you're going home? Just expect the heat. Number one, expect you're going to sweat like crazy, especially if you're coming from the Western world where it snows and it's cold, and you're going back to Nigeria, or you're going back to Africa. Number one, at the airport, what hits you as soon as you land is the heat. Be prepared for that. You're going to be sweating your pants off, okay? Like sweat dripping everywhere. I've had situations where I went to Nigeria with my hair done and weave on, and hair that is not mine, and trying to look all fab and all that. And 2 days I had to take everything off. I had to wear my natural hair, okay? And because the heat was just too much, I couldn't stand it. All right, aside from the heat, you also have to be prepared to deal with traffic, okay? We know there are traffics in, like traffic situation in big cities like, New York and LA and all those other places. But I can tell you it's moving at least. In Nigeria, you get stuck, you sit down in traffic, there's chaos on the roads. I know some of you will be like, oh my God, like why is she saying that? Isn't she a Nigerian? She's a Nigerian. But I'm just being honest. And sending this message across to people out there who live abroad and are planning to visit Nigeria. I've never been to Nigeria, or planning to go to Africa. Now, I don't know about other African countries. I've heard that Ghana is beautiful, Sierra Leone is fine, South Africa is beautiful. But like I said, I'm talking about Nigeria from a Nigerian perspective. I look forward to going to Nigeria. Don't get me wrong. I get excited. I get all giddy every time I'm going to Nigeria. But one other thing you have to watch out for is you spend a lot of money going to Nigeria. It's cheaper to take a vacation like this. It's way cheaper to fly to somewhere in the Caribbean and pay for like an all-inclusive package. The money you spend on your ticket and your food and your drink all included is nowhere compared to what you're going to spend in Nigeria. Trust me, I know. In Nigeria, you have to take care of your family. Waking up every day, maybe you have siblings who have children or newborn babies and they need diapers, you're buying their diapers. Oh, auntie this, auntie that, you're buying the diapers. They're telling you, okay, we're going to cook egusi, we're going to cook afang, we're going to cook edikaiko, and money. You spend money. You give family members money, all right? That's even aside from the money that you spend buying stuff for your family. Like if you have an extended family, you're buying stuff for your sibling. You have like 6 siblings or 5 siblings. You're buying stuff for them. You're buying stuff for their children. You're spending thousands of dollars just preparing yourself to go on this trip. Now, so some people have said, I don't care about that. I'm not buying anything for anyone. I'm just going there and, just going to have a nice time. But the truth of the matter is, if you love your family, you want to give them something. You want them to be happy that you're back. You haven't seen them in years. And you have a better opportunity than they do, especially when it comes to clothes and shoes and, things like that. You have the opportunity to get them cheaper here. So you just go out, and buy stuff for them. So you spend a lot of money buying all that to take back to your family, in addition to giving uncles and aunties and cousins that come to visit because they heard you're back, knocking on your door. They all have one problem or another, and you're supposed to be the messiah to help them out, as much as you can. So you find yourself spending money. And I always tell people, like, the money you spend in Africa, in Nigeria particularly, the money I spend in Nigeria a day is more than what I make in the US a day. It's crazy, it's ridiculous, and I'm telling you, it's happened to me several times. I spend hundreds of dollars every day, like way more than I make in the US. And a lot of people are in the same boat. You end up spending, and you run out of money. I've had a close call with that during my last vacation to Nigeria, or my last trip to Nigeria, where I'm there for like the 2 weeks. The third week I'm already running out of money, and I went with thousands of dollars. Okay, so don't ask me what I used the money for, because I can't even explain it to you. All I know is that the money was just going left and right. You want to go hang out at a restaurant at night to eat pepper soup, fresh fish pepper soup, point and kill, or you want to go sit down somewhere and do ECO and all that. You have 10 people that want to go with you, 5 people that decide, and you want to see them because you want to hang out with them. So you're like, okay, let's all go and hang out. And they take you to point and kill. These things are not cheap. 1,500 naira, which is like $10 per person. And you have 5 people, 6, 7 people there sitting down eating and expecting that you'll be the one to pay for them. It will be good if you all can take me out, sit me down, I can eat all the point and kill I want, and you guys can pay without me paying. But we just feel like, or should I say the people back home feel like we make more money or we have more money than them, or blah, you pay. But I know of instances where you go back and you have like really wealthy friends that are doing very, very okay, and they can afford to take you out and do all that. But most of the time, people expect you to pay when you go out with them to eat. So these are all things to expect. Expect the possibility of running out of money, of calling, back home to where you're based abroad, to ask people to send you $100, $200 to get by till you come back. Another thing to expect is the possibility of you missing your flight and having to pay more money to extend your flight or to get on the next flight. Some things, emergency might happen that will require you to stay an extra week, and that would involve you paying the fare difference and also paying for your extended stay. With the flights, the airline, you're paying more, so you can expect that to happen also. Now, some people travel with an open ticket where they go, they just want to go and enjoy back home, so they have an open ticket. You have to be careful to use the ticket before it expires, because once it expires, then you're in for trouble. Because I've had people call me from Nigeria asking for money. Please, I'm stranded, help me, send me $100, send me 200 here, there. People just get stranded. Like, these are information that I think people out there need to know. It's not for those of you who know it all already, those of you who travel on a regular basis, who think you know it all, you got it all figured out. Like I said, this topic today is for people who do not know. So before you start criticizing and saying, we know it already, we heard it already, that she didn't say anything new, well, I'm sure I'm saying something new to those people that it matters to. Thank you for watching Pillow Talk. I appreciate your time that you spend with me. I'm gonna sit back now, enjoy the rest of my vacation, and I hope to see you soon. My name again, Marion Amanambu, aka Fab of Nigerian Celebrity Network. Till I come your way again, it's ciao, bye.
Pillow Talk with Marion Amanambu. For you, only fabuloso, fabulosity, true stories, great advice, interesting, educating, enlightening. Let's talk on Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. I'm just chilling. Why not hang with me? You would ask for more. No, darling, sweet like honey, truth is bitter. It's Pillow Talk. Call me Fab.